Warning: sensitive images.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Programele noastre oferă multe limbi. Vă puteți uita pe suprememastertv.com/schedule.
So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations.
Regenerative farming, restoring the soil and saving the planet, part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Being vegan kind of makes me feel good that I'm doing my part and playing my role in creating a more positive environment, a more positive world. Really, Derek Morgan, vegan.
¿Cómo está, thoughtful viewers? That means how are you in Spanish, one of the official languages of Peru. I'm Tomás. The vibrant people of Peru thank the world's organic vegan farmers who produce organic fruits and vegetables for people to enjoy. May your harvest always be abundant through heaven's loving assistance. Welcome to part 1 of our 2-part series, Regenerative Farming, Restoring the Soil and Saving the Planet. Soil is one of the foundations of life on Earth and a key part of our global food system. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, 95% of our food comes from the soil. Thus, it's essential that the Earth's soils remain healthy. Healthy soil produces nutritious food, absorbs rainwater, minimizes flooding, and reduces erosion. Soil also holds and filters water, purifying rivers and streams. In addition, healthy soil can sequester vast amounts of CO2. Healthy soil teems with life forms, including bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, nematodes, earthworm people, and many others. As widely renowned animal people rights activist and environmentalist Dr. Jane Goodall says, literally billions of organisms live in the soil.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
However, today this precious commodity is at risk. Over the past 150 years, conventional farming practices have destroyed much of the world's most productive soils. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, 25% of Earth's topsoil has already been seriously degraded. The FAO also estimates that if we continue with our current farming practices, fewer than 60 years of agricultural yields are left before the Earth's topsoil is gone and the global food system collapses. What are the current agricultural practices and why are they so destructive? The most prevalent method, known as conventional farming, is highly industrialized. Fields are repeatedly plowed, cultivated and tilled, destroying soil structure and causing widespread erosion. Monoculture crops such as corn, soybeans, and grains are grown in vast fields with pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides used extensively to control insects, diseases, and weeds. Chemical fertilizers are applied to increase crop yields. Many food crops, including soybeans, corn, sugar beets, and canola, are grown using genetically modified seeds, enabling crops to survive, even after being sprayed with highly toxic chemicals such as Roundup, which is used to control weeds. In addition to conventional crop growing methods, another major cause of soil degradation is the raising of billions of animal people for so-called food. Livestock raising causes massive deforestation and widespread soil erosion, leaving the heavily trampled land on which livestock graze no longer viable for growing crops. The amount of land used for raising animal people livestock is vast. According to the FAO, 26% of all the ice-free land on Earth is used for livestock grazing, while an additional 33% of all croplands are used to grow food for animal people. With a focus on increased productivity, high crop yields, and profit, conventional farming is practiced extensively worldwide. It's a system based on killing animal people, killing trees, killing insects, and killing weeds. It's also destroying the soil, and unless we change our ways, it will also kill us. Indian yoga guru, speaker, author, and environmentalist Jagadish Vasudev, known as Sadhguru, launched Save Soil, a global movement to raise awareness about the urgent need to regenerate Earth's soils.
Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. These first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me. Open soils, ripped open by plowing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible. It's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations.
If we don't save ourselves, who will? Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds.
Many thanks, Sadhguru, for your diligent efforts to protect our soils. We'll take a moment now to plant some veggies in our organic garden. We'll be back after this message. Welcome back to our program, Regenerative Farming, Restoring the Soil and Saving the Planet, Part 1 of 2. Raising billions of animal people as livestock and growing vast fields of genetically modified crops laden with chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and weed killers have degraded much of Earth's precious soil. However, there is a solution. An alternative approach to farming called regenerative agriculture is on the rise. This method not only maintains the quality of topsoil, but also improves and rebuilds it. Regenerative agriculture is also known as vegan organic, biodynamic, holistic, permaculture, and agroforestry. Regenerative agriculture is not a one-size-fits-all technique because specific practices depend on a farm's location, soil types, and weather conditions. However, certain practices are common to all types of regenerative agriculture. First and foremost, because chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides damage soil. Regenerative farming is organic, using no chemicals. Only natural fertilizers made of plant compost or green manure crops are used. Second, because frequent tilling destroys the living organisms and highly complex structure of topsoil, disturbances are kept to a minimum. For this reason, some regenerative farmers use only no-till methods. Third, because the continuous cultivation of monoculture crops depletes the soil. Regenerative farmers grow a wide range of crops and frequently rotate them to build nutrient-dense soils. Finally, leaving soil bare breaks down stored nutrients. Thus, regenerative farmers keep their ground covered as much as possible. Incorporating cover crops that boost soil health, prevent erosion, suppress weeds, and improve fertility. Cover crops such as alfalfa and clover also fix nitrogen into the soil, thus acting as natural fertilizers. In addition, trees, shrubs, and other perennials are often incorporated into regenerative farming. Ian Tolhurst has been practicing regenerative agriculture for several decades. He operates Tolhurst Organic, a sustainable organic farm that grows more than 200 different fruits and vegetables. His farm is also stock-free, meaning no animal people or products from animal people are used on the farm. Ian says that the key to success is soil health.
The most important aspect of our work to manage the soil, this is critical. So most of what we do is really geared towards improving the soil, maintaining carbon in the soil, which is really important, and maintaining the biological diversity of the soil. So we use green manures, we use compost, and we use very long rotation.
Controlling pests and diseases is a challenge for all farmers. However, Ian has developed a system to overcome these obstacles.
Pest and disease is an indication of a bad system. So we develop a system which is very dependent on biological diversity. So it's very strong on a range of different plants. We're really keen to develop soil microbes, fungi, bacteria. So we look first at the soil, make sure the soil is really healthy. So a healthy soil, you get a healthy plant, and pests and diseases are controlled much better within a biological system because that's what nature would normally do. So we encourage a very diverse biological system. We have very long rotations on the farm. We involve making compost from wood chip, and we use a lot of legumes, but we're really looking primarily at good soil management.
Our most beloved Supreme Master Qinghai often reminds us about the many benefits to be realized if all farmers practiced sustainable organic vegan farming.
Now, scientific studies have found that organic farming not only reduces energy usage and produce less CO2, which helps lower greenhouse gases, but it actually allows the soil to absorb even 40% of presently in the air CO2 emissions. Before we even invent any technology to reduce CO2, or before we even reduce all the cars and transportation, if we go organic, we reduce 40% of the current CO2 in the air already, and the daily emissions. Now, furthermore, organic produce is free of genetically modified organisms, and its nutrient content is actually higher than that of conventional grown fruits and vegetables. I wish that all the governments in the world would encourage vegan organic farming to save our world.
Our deepest gratitude goes to Supreme Master Ching Hai for sharing the many benefits of sustainable, regenerative, organic vegan farming. We pray that the world's leaders will soon heed your wise advice so that we can quickly experience a compassionate vegan world. For more information on safe soil, please visit consciousplanet.org. For more information on Ian Tolhurst, please visit tolhurstorganic.co.uk.
Vegan alternative? Vegan.
Generous viewers, thank you for your company today. Please join us again on August 8th for part 2 of Regenerative Farming, Restoring the Soil and Saving the Planet. Coming up next is Nobel laureate Kailash Satyarthi, vegetarian, courageously saving children from exploitation. May the divine within protect and guide you every day.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/PE.